and I've been asked to talk about leadership and strategic development today. And to me, what that topic said of leadership and strategic development is that as a leader, how do you develop a strategy that will take an organization to the next level, and then communicate that also effectively to your stakeholders, including senior managers and staff, to ensure that everybody buys into it. For me, when we talk about leadership and strategic development, the words that are important for me is communication, leadership, strategy, goal, and stakeholders. Those are the 5 terms that I think are important to me. When I looked at the term leadership, it says leadership is influencing people by providing purpose, direction, and motivation while operating to accomplish the mission and improving the organization. I think when I started, I said I'm going to share my experiences as well. Okay, I'm working at a state-owned company called Mintek. Okay, and when I arrived there, I found that there seems to be no free flow of information. I felt that people were afraid of talking, and I couldn't understand why. Okay? So the first thing I did, we had about 450 employees. I decided to go to each and every employee in his or her office, sit down on the table and ask that person who you are. What is it that you're doing at Mintek? Why are you here? What are your aspirations? And where do you go? Where do you think you're going? Okay? Because I wanted to start the communication line and open up the communication line. It took me 3 months, but I did it. I met everybody. Even then, there were people that I felt were not open enough. Therefore, we decided to have the old type system. I worked on the mines a number of years, and I learned a lot there. We had what we call suggestion boxes. Okay? And I went publicly and told people that we're going to have suggestion boxes. You can write whatever. If you feel I'm a rubbish, say so. If you feel you don't like me, say so. It's not a problem for me. It was a chance that one took. But I took it because I know that in any environment, you can't be liked by everybody. There will be people who don't like you, and you have to accept it. There will be people who don't like your style of working, and you have to accept it as a leader. But you must have one provision. If they become more than 10%, then you know we're in a problem. Okay? You need to control it that it remains at less than 10%. I've never seen an organization that works without a long-term plan or policy. Okay? If you don't plan, it means you plan to fail. So you need to plan. But the most critical thing, you must have your own goals as an individual. If you think you're going to lead people, you must have your own goals. Because if you don't have your own goals, how can you have goals for the organization? Okay? There are instances where your goals will clash with the goals of the institution. And you have to be able to manage that. Okay? I remember at some point when I arrived at Mintek, I asked a group of people and say, why are we here? Okay? Everybody said, we are here to do these technical things and all that. I said, guys, I'm here to make money. Make money for myself and my family and make money for the shareholder. And most people were looking down and getting scared. But that's true. Okay? It's only the level of money you want where we all differ. There are those who want just money to survive. There are those who want money to be rich. The shareholder wants a return on investment, whether we like it or not. So don't be shy to say what you like if you are a leader. Say it. Okay? Because then the goal of the institution is to make money. How you make money is another story. But then the other thing that you have to be careful of is you cannot have too many goals. Okay? Today you tell people that you like money, the next day you like technical advancement, the next day it's something else. And the next one, once you have told people your goal, you must find a way for everybody to go on the common course. Okay? Same direction, pulled on the same way, all of us. Are we all participating in reaching our goals? Are we owning up? Because we can set up a goal and think that we are going to be able to achieve it. And when it fails, everybody else turns around and says, it's not me, it's the leader. It should be like that. The next one I wanted to talk about was on stakeholders. Okay? Know your important stakeholders. I'll tell you a joke. When I started doing Chemistry 1 at university, is this a Chemistry 1 class? And we were all excited, said, yes, professor, it's a course 1 class. And then he said, you know, my children, doing chemistry is like riding a bicycle. You panic, you fall. We all laughed. When we laughed, he came again with the second one. He said, being in Chemistry 1 is like being in a journey by bus. It's either you have to be there early, or either just before the time the bus leaves. And if you are late, you'll never catch the bus, you'll only catch it next year. So Professor de Villiers was not aware that he was talking to his stakeholders. Okay? People that you have to treat with respect. Because if we all decided not to do Chemistry 1 class, you would be out of this job. I hope I was not talking alone. There are a few things that you are able to take from what I've said. So in life, you must have goals. There are times where you've got to be tough. There are times where you have to do what you believe in, irrespectively of what people are saying. The last one is, a leader does not deserve the name unless he or she is willing to occasionally stand alone, was said by Henry Kissinger. Thanks a lot.